Hello, Dylan here with another weekly tarot reading. Before I begin, I'll just say that this is a very interesting time astrologically. In the near past, we had a transit of Saturn and we've got a transit of Pluto coming up in the near future as well. So it's very much a time of change, a time of reflection, time to think about bigger things. So this is something we'll keep in mind during this reading. First of all, we have the Chariot reversed, then the Ten of Swords reversed, and finally the Ace of Wands reversed. Three reversed cards together really suggests this is a time of either beginnings or endings, although of course an ending always is a beginning, so we're looking again, just as with the stars, at a time of transition. The Chariot is a card of willpower, strength, getting things done. The Ten of Swords is a card of feeling defeated, stabbed in the back, low in energy. And the Ace of Wands is a card of new beginnings. It's a card of new creative endeavours, new jobs, new financial endeavours. Taking these three cards together, it seems to very much suggest that we're in a time now where not just willpower, it's not just willpower and force that'll get you through. It's also taking time to look at the things that have been holding you back, or the things that you might have thought were holding you back, but could just be more something in your own mind. And it's also not, even though it's a time for new beginnings, it's not necessarily a time to start new things. Now that might sound a bit paradoxical at first, but equally a new beginning can be a time of not focusing on something new, but instead carrying on with what's important to you. A time of like rededicating yourself to what it is you really want to do, rather than the distractions of newness for the sake of newness. We're now, because this is such an important time, going to take two cards to clarify each of these. To clarify the Chariot, we have the Knight of Swords reversed and the Queen of Swords. Two Swords cards here suggest very much that the intellect is important here. And also them both being court cards, that it's something to do with really interpersonal qualities and other people. The Knight of Swords reversed suggests it's a time to not be hasty, a time not to rush in, whereas the Queen of Swords suggests it's a time to be mature with your intellect, to sit and to think things through, to reason them out. Taking all of these together really says, yeah, this is a time now where you don't want to just be forcing things. It's a time to sit back and think and figure out and see where best to apply your willpower, because willpower is something that we all only have a limited amount of in a given day, so you want to use it to its maximum benefit. Put in that force, that extra try, where you've got the most leverage, where it'll benefit you, rather than just throwing it at something that you would have done anyway, or throwing it at something where you can't make change. Now, to further clarify the Ten of Swords, we have the Hierophant reversed and we have the Star reversed. Two major arcana cards here suggest that this is a very important part of the week. The Hierophant is a card of spiritual authority, it's of the inner world, but putting it onto the outer world. It can be morality, it can be, it can be rules, it can be ritual. Reversed suggests that this is maybe more of a time to look inward. And the Star is a card of hidden things, of the subconscious mind, of what's in the darkness, but at the same time a guiding light in the darkness. Taking these three cards together very much gives me a sense that, as well as giving up what's holding us back, it's giving up inside us what's holding us back. It's giving up maybe old rules that don't serve us anymore. It's giving up things that things that we thought were guiding us, maybe even things that were guiding us in the past. a rule or a principle may have taken you this far, but it may not be useful going any further. It's like the idea that when you're a young child, you were maybe told, don't leave the yard. You were told don't leave the yard, which was a very good rule for a young child. Wait for a grown-up, don't go out into the street because it was dangerous. But now as an adult, there's nothing stopping you from leaving the yard. You know perfectly well when you want to go to work or you want to get your groceries, you're going to have to leave the yard without waiting for an adult. In a similar way, rules that you were given or that you set for yourself in the past that were really good rules at the time may not be the rules that you need now. And this is a time to reevaluate those things. And finally, to clarify the Ace of Wands, we have the Five of Swords and the Two of Wands reversed. The Five of Swords can be a card of hollow victory. It can be a card of having won but feeling that it maybe wasn't worth the cost. Whereas the Two of Wands is a card of looking out over what you've achieved. Seeing that in the reversed position alongside the Five of Swords and of course the Ace of Wands reversed suggests that now is a time to be very careful as to what you're trying to achieve and how you feel about what you have achieved and how you evaluate it. Much as the Ace of Wands reversed itself suggests this isn't a time to rush into a new endeavour, the two clarifying cards also suggest that now's a time where you want to think carefully about what you have done and what you are doing, and to be careful not to discount everything that you've achieved already, or to look at it as not being worth it and maybe force that yourself away from something that actually is in your best interests. Similarly though, you don't want to carry on with something that genuinely isn't. The overall picture here is this is very much a week of reflection. It's a week of figuring out the best path for yourself. You still want to be carrying on with what you do and getting the important things done, but you at the same time you want to be giving yourself the space to figure it out and apply your energies where they're most needed. This is going to be a very important week, but it's going to be a very thoughtful week. And I know it's going to be a very good week for all of you.